Can you have secrets online? The Glass Room in central London looks like a high-end technology store, but it's actually an exhibition designed to encourage visitors to question how easy it is to give data away online. For Tech Republic and ZDNet, I'm Dan Patterson with ZDNet's Danny Palmer. Danny, you were recently at the Glass Room. First, can you tell us what this room is?
Well, from the outside, it looks like any other high-end tech store. It could look like an Apple store or Samsung equivalent. They've got tablets on display in there. It's all very pristine, very white, and this one was in particular on a busy street in central London, just off Leicester Square, which is one of the busiest points in central London. So people would look in and see, oh look, that's a technology store. I'll have a look in there and see what's about, because as we know, sometimes it's quite easy just to go in and browse these things, just have a little look at what's on display. But this is a store of a difference. There's nothing for sale in the Glass Room. It's designed to make people think rather than buy things.
So what is on the inside of this Glass Room?
First and foremost, there's tablets on display. But these aren't product models, display models. Each of these tablets is a different exhibition with a little video about something to do with data protection and privacy online. They use various high-profile companies to show examples of what organizations do with your personal data or how they use it. One prominent example in the store is there's a display which features a man reading the terms and conditions of a high-profile technology company. On this video, they start it just before the store opens at 10 a.m. and when the store closes at about 5 p.m., the guy's still going because the terms and conditions for this product are so long that it takes 7-8 hours to actually read aloud, which is quite something.
And who put this, it sounds like almost art or museum display together?
Yeah, it is. It's been put together it's a joint initiative by a digital rights advocacy group, Tactical Tech, and Mozilla, the tech company behind the Firefox browser. And it's there to make people, it's not there to say technology is bad, the technology is good. It's there to help people think about what they're doing when they sign up to these services. One of the most interesting displays I thought was there's a bunch of 8 textbooks, which are very thick tomes, about 3 or 4 inches thick and about 12 inches high each. There's 8 of these, and you open it up and there's very small text inside. But what that text is every single password that was leaked in the 2012 LinkedIn data breach. What I found quite interesting and somewhat worrying is on the random page I opened, it was just a bunch of people who'd used the password of, which we can guess is their name and a number, which is kind of worrying because that's not a complicated password. And people are always told in order to protect yourself against attacks, hacks, that sort of thing, to use a complicated password. I was speaking to one of the curators of the exhibition while I was visiting it, and they told me a story of how on the outside of it, on the first day, they had a big billboard saying someone's name, said, Sharon, your password is 123456. And they told me that on that day, someone came in saying, why do you have my password on display out there? So someone passing the store had seen what they thought was directly looking at them and thought it was individually for them. But it was to make a point that this is a general problem, that people use poor passwords, and hopefully that person resolved their weak password use. But there's all sorts there. I mean, something I found interesting there as well. There's as put in the gallery on ZDNet, there's a model. There's a model of Mark Zuckerberg's house. Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, which you might not think is that interesting, but this scale model also features the outline of the 4 houses around his property, which he has bought to ensure his own privacy. which is a contradiction, some would say, with how Facebook treats the user's privacy, because there's various terms and conditions which the average person may or may not know what Facebook can and can't do with their data. And Facebook has been in the news plenty of times for potentially abusing personal data or not letting people know exactly what they're doing. So it was really interesting contradiction there with that particular display. But those are just two of the displays of the many, many in the store, which are all designed to be interactive and make people think about whether they can have privacy online or how they can actually better manage their online data.
Danny Palmer is a senior reporter for ZDNet. You can read his entire story called "Can You Have Secrets Online? This Unusual Pop-Up Shop Will Make You Think Again" by visiting ZDNet. And while you're there, make sure you subscribe to the ZDNet Cybersecurity Newsletter. For Tech Republic and ZDNet in New York, I'm Dan Patterson.